In a quiet little town where sunflowers danced in the morning sun and children played hopscotch under the shade of old trees, lived a bright and curious boy named Kavi. Kavi wasn't just any boy. He was the kind of kid who asked questions like, why do leaves fall only in autumn? Or do worms yawn when they wake up? He loved puzzles, plants, and peanut butter sandwiches. But most of all, he loved the giant tree near his school playground. It was an old Gulmohar tree with bright red flowers that fluttered like fireflies. Kavi would sit under its shade every day, reading books, solving riddles, or simply watching the breeze play with the petals. But one Monday morning, something was odd. As Kavi approached the playground, he heard it. Ohu, ahu, ahu, achee. Kavi stopped in his tracks. Did the tree just cough? He whispered, blinking in disbelief. He tiptoed closer. The branches trembled slightly, and then, cough, cough. It was true. The Gulmohar tree was coughing. Kavi rubbed his eyes and looked around. No one else seemed to notice. His classmates were busy chasing a ball. The teachers were chatting under a shaded bench. The tree coughed again, and a puff of fine dust floated down. Kavi's eyes widened. Oh no! Something's wrong, he said softly. Trees don't normally cough, do they? So, during recess, instead of playing, Kavi did something different. He became a tree detective. He circled the tree, carefully observing. He noticed patches of strange white powder near the roots, and a few leaves with holes in them. He even found tiny bugs crawling along the bark. Kavi took out his little notebook and wrote, tree, coughing, leaves, holes, bark, bugs. Smells kinda smoky too. He decided he needed more clues. After school, he went straight to his grandpa's garden shed. Grandpa was a retired forest officer and knew everything about trees. At least Kavi thought so. Grandpa, Kavi said, can trees get sick? Grandpa raised an eyebrow. Of course they can, buddy. Just like us. Insects, pollution, not enough water. Lots of things can make a tree unwell. What if it starts coughing? Kavi asked, eyes wide. Grandpa chuckled, then paused. If a tree sounds like it's coughing, it might be pests or dust or even smoke from the air. Where is this tree? Near my school. Kavi said, jumping up. I think I want to help it get better. The next day, Kavi came to school with a small kit, a magnifying glass, a face mask, a bottle of neem spray, Grandpa's special, a notebook, and a big heart ready to help. First, he wore his mask. The dust from the tree really was thick. Then, he gently sprayed the neem solution on the bark to chase away the bugs. He marked the roots with chalk so others wouldn't step there. He even made a small signboard with paper that read, "This tree is healing. Please be kind." By the third day, something amazing happened. The cough had lessened. The tree didn't shake as much. And Kavi even spotted new, green leaves sprouting near the top. Other children began to notice too. Hey, why is there a sign on the tree? Kavi, are you fixing the Gulmohar? What's neem spray? Kavi smiled. Yep. I'm helping it feel better. Trees help us breathe, so I thought we should take care of them too. The teacher, Miss Farah, heard all about it. She invited Kavi to share what he'd done during school assembly. With cheeks pink from excitement, Kavi stood on the small stage and said proudly, I listened when no one else did. I used what I knew to help someone, even if that someone was a tree. Everyone clapped, and the school decided to start a tree buddy club, where students would learn about trees, bugs, and how to care for their leafy friends. Back at the playground, the Gulmohar stood tall and vibrant, its red flowers brighter than ever. Kavi sat under it once again, this time with friends around him, and whispered, "You're welcome, old buddy. Keep blooming." Because sometimes, all it takes is a little curiosity, a listening heart, and a brain ready to help.
Brainy buddies!